There's no getting around it. Debt is a huge weight on our shoulders. It can be soul-crushing and stress-inducing. And whether you owe money to the bank, a credit card company, or a family member, it can feel like there's no way out of this dark tunnel. Like being debt-free is an impossibility. But guess what? It isn't. There is a way out. And there are steps you can take, specific steps, that can take you from unhappily in debt to living a life of financial freedom. Hi, I'm Kim, and in this video, I'm going to show you how people, just like you, took actions that allowed them to reduce and eliminate their debt faster than they thought possible. And if you take the same actions, before you know it, you'll be where they are. So without further ado, let's jump in. The first step of your debt-free journey is to start tracking what you spend. To keep track of what you spend each month, you need to write it down. Take your monthly bills, for example. You should try to do it every day for a whole month. It may seem like a lot of work when you start breaking down your costs, but keep going. Always keep in mind why this is important and find a way to do it quickly. You'll be more likely to stick to it and pay more attention to how much you spend. Another reason why you should track your expenses is it helps you stay on your spending plan. After you make a budget, you need to keep track of your spending every day to stay on track. If you don't keep track of your money, you won't know when to stop spending on things like food or clothes. And at the end of each month, look over what you spent and compare it to what your budget said you should spend. If you've spent too much, look for places where you can save money. If you didn't spend enough, on the other hand, you might want to save more or pay off your debts. In either case, you should use what you learned from keeping track of your expenses and any changes in your life, like getting married or having a baby, to make changes to your budget for next month that will make you better off financially. Now, the second step is to live within your means. Being responsible with your money is good for your health and your money. To live within your means, your monthly expenses should be less than or at least the same as your monthly income. Many people find it much easier to say than to do. You can buy more things than your income would normally let you, with credit cards, loans, savings, and even emergency funds. Unfortunately, you can't keep living like that, and your spending will catch up with you at some point. Learning to live on less than you make will keep you from going broke and give you the peace of mind that comes with being financially free. The third step is to control the content that you consume. It's up to you to decide what content you want to see. This one also has two parts. Step 1 is to watch a lot of YouTubers. I became obsessed with Dave Ramsey, Graham Stephan, CNBC, Millennial Money, and much more. I also love spending hours on Reddit threads about FIRE, or the Financial Independence Retire Early movement. Not only did it help me learn about personal finance, but it also normalized the kind of life I wanted to live one day, and how to be financially responsible. I'm someone who's easily influenced. I think I just absorb the conversations I'm in and the content I'm consuming. As the saying goes, wisdom is the accumulation of experience. The fourth step is to stop watching content that can distract you from being debt-free. You shouldn't watch things that might take your mind off of getting out of debt. I actually unsubscribed from every fashion-related Instagram creator or influencer because everything was about things you should buy and the latest trends you should be wearing. If you are also influenced by the conversations you hear and the content you watch, put yourself in situations where you can watch content that will help you along your journey. The fifth step that can help us to be debt-free is to increase our income. Getting out of debt can seem like it's all about managing your spending and cutting costs. But making more money is also a big part of getting closer to your financial goals. People want to make more money for many reasons, such as to get out of debt, save for the future, have a safety net in case of an emergency, or just live more comfortably. There are a lot of ways to make more money, like getting a new certification or starting a side business. The sixth step is don't give up. Stay the course. Do what you have to do to keep going. There were times in our journey when we definitely fell off the wagon and had less intensity and focus, and just indulged in some things. I don't look back and regret those times, because that's what I needed to do to stay motivated. but I wish I didn't fall so hard sometimes. It's a long road, so I think it's important to keep that in mind. On the other hand, the faster you pay off your debt and the more serious and focused you are about it, the faster you can get out of debt and have financial freedom. Personal finance can be as simple as doing the math to see what will help you reach your financial goals the most. But that misses the point. Personal finance is about you. Finding peace of mind by getting out of debt is more important than math. If you want to be debt-free, there are a few steps you can take. Figure out how much you owe, choose a way to pay down your debt, make and stick to a budget, and come up with a plan for how to stay debt-free once you've reached your goal. Each of the steps in this video can help you on your debt-free journey, but did you know there is a specific method to reducing debts that, if you combine it with what we just covered, can help you pay down your debts even faster? In fact, there are 2 methods, and I get into all the details in this video. So click the thumbnail, and I'll see you there!